Excuse me.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable.
This is only my first contract, but I've already hauled more ore than any of the old-timers could ever produce. That's rather jealous of me. Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first. Suit yourself. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? You're right. I didn't want to bring it back, so I took it. I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit. No. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? Who cares? It's my plan, and I'm already doing it. How could I? You'd do it too if your coworkers never took you seriously. I'm always showing them how much better I am than them, and all they do is laugh and talk behind my back. They think I don't hear them, but I do. They say I'm a show-off, that I'm not good at what I do. So screw them. This whole planet sucks. Everyone here's a friggin' loser. Shit. You're right. Fine. You got me. What do you say I take you to the goods and we bring it back? You can even say you found it. Just don't turn me in, alright? Relax, hotshot. I ain't gonna shoot you in the back, if that's what you're worried about. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
If it's any consolation, I don't trust this man either. I'll keep an eye on him.
You get a lot of new faces, person.
Just a little further. You better not be lying about what you said back at the bar. people. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just lets me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan. You know, it's too bad. I bet I could have made bank on selling this stuff. What do you think? 500 grand? Cool deal, maybe? But where would I even have sold it? Not like I would have been able to march pallets of mining equipment.
Doing that, and you'll land us in prison.
Anyone noticing? Probably best we're returning it, because what a nightmare that would have been trying to offload it. And trying to destroy it all would have been another huge pain in the ass. It's mostly metal, right? What was I thinking? I guess I could have flown somewhere remote and buried it, dump it all in one of the old mines, and forget about it. But then you would have been real screwed up. Good thing you found me before I did that. Am I right? Almost there, all right? Had to park my ship off the way so they wouldn't find it right away. I'm sure you get it. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't think I'd be going all the way back so soon. At least you won't have to walk all the way back. I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port and let someone else unload it, save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all back ourselves. Anyway, see it just up ahead? That's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back. You didn't think I'd just reveal my plan, and then let you walk away while knowing everything, did you? Damn, you're dumber than I thought. No, we got a problem we can't resolve. Namely, you know too much. Not if I convince them you were behind it the whole time, newcomer. And after I kill you, I'll look like a hero. The only one gonna get hurt here is you. If you ask me, maybe it's not crazy enough. What do I care about any of them? Burn it all to the ground for all I care. Sorry, but I gotta do this my way. And that means you need to die.
Still open. It's the only decent place in town to grab a drink.
Any luck? I'm looking forward to hearing all about this. Oh, do tell. What took him so long? Well, I can assume how that went from the fact that you're here and he's not. He worked hard, but he was a dumb kid. I just never thought he'd be that stupid. Or dangerous. It's a real shame. But I'm glad you managed to resolve it and get back our equipment. I'll take it from here. You really saved our asses. I'm not sure how I would have explained to the suits that we lost all that new stuff. Thanks. Still looking to help us out? Maybe check with Rimka. Seems to be having rough goers. Shame what happened with Hank.
Well, that's the idea, anyway. Now, if we fail to meet our quotas, it'll be our own fault, not the bloody machines failing to do their job. Shame we didn't have enough left over to fix old Gnome over there. Would have been nice to have another functional robot around. It's fine, anyway. I think we've gotten used to that old broken down talking computer just the way he is.
Great, now that you helped us get that new equipment, what a difference it makes. We're pumping out yields that would have taken twice the crew before. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. See you around.
Only employees of Deimos Star Yard's mining division are authorized to mine resources.
Hello, stranger. I am Nov. What can I do for you?
To report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
I was activated 17 years ago. Repairs are too costly. Now, my primary function is that of an audit. Goodbye.
I'm not really in the mood to talk right now. Since you helped us out with the equipment and all, I was wondering if I could talk to you. It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at. I know. I wish it were that easy. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything. Thanks, I'll try it, but I really should see an actual doctor. It's clear you want to help. Maybe I can trust you. See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him. It's worse than you think. I didn't just run away from him. I knocked him unconscious, then stole his ship while he was out cold. Trust me, it was warranted at the time. After I ditched it above Aquila, I bounced around the settled systems until I landed here. It's the last place I thought he'd find me. But all that changes if I pop up in the Reliant database. He'll know I'm in Sidonia, and he'll never stop looking for me. Last I heard, he no longer cares for my safety. He only wants revenge. I have little doubt he would throw me in jail for as long as possible. Or worse. It's a risk I have to take. Yes, my condition is getting worse, but there's a chance it will clear up on its own. If my father finds me, well, I know my father, and I fear for my safety. That is a definite. After my mother died in an accident, he changed. He became obsessed with my protection, but he never listened to what that was doing to me. It got worse and worse. First, it was no traveling in ships without one of his pilots. Then no parties, no drinking, no leaving the house. I obeyed. But he didn't trust me, so he started monitoring everything I did. It became so bad, he once locked me in my room for 2 days after an argument. Can you believe that? A prisoner in my own home. Every day there was yelling, lack of freedom, threats. I had to escape my prison. But even now, I am trapped. Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know, he has powerful and dangerous friends, so you must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think? He wasn't always the way he is. It wasn't until after my mother died that he changed. Grew angry, dangerous. He was no longer himself. You could try mentioning her by name. Belinda. He misses her greatly. Thinking about her tends to calm him down. It's worth a try. It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... Say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say. There may be, but getting him to listen to you is the key here. And what I've told you is the surest way I can think of. There was a time he had a falling out with his brother, and that whiskey did the trick to bring them back together. With that gift, he will know I am sincere. Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey. He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me.
A sober Sidonia is a safe Sidonia. While indulging in alcoholic beverages is not discouraged, operating heavy machinery while under the influence is dangerous to yourself and those around you. Please always drink responsibly.
Problems? I'm a psychiatrist. I am, but you don't look like the type that could afford it. The last person that came through here asking about it was none other than Governor Hurst. Didn't even want to drink it. Said he was buying it to put it on display in his office or something. Seems like a waste, but paid up. Now you got my attention. This'll be good. It's compelling, but I'll need no more. Why didn't you say so? I know Rivka's story. Will this really help her? I'm trying to be reasonable here. Tell you what, I'll do this as a favor for Rivka. She's been through a lot. I'll only charge you what I paid for the whiskey years ago. Pay me that, and it's yours. What? After all that? As it is, I'm doing you a huge favor at my own personal expense. I can't afford to knock down the price any more than that.
You bothering me for a reason.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
I ate someone and was sick for a week.
In order to avoid injury, please report any spills or unsafe conditions on the upper
Hope
level
Mr. Brennan's
to the
treating you right.
designated front
You're
desk.
definitely someone worth having around for tricky situations. Enjoy Sidonia.
That's it. Enjoy Neon.
Setting down, everything in the grid.
See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
We'll take good care of your ship.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every... Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. Okay, sure. We'll take care of any holes, broken seals, that kind of thing.
some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed... See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only... city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Cut the act. Snippers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you snipped her.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Mesha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, so honest mistake, right?
Just settle this right here. I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayou's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go.
No funny business, okay? New around here? Make certain you familiarize yourself with our rules and regulations regarding the transport of Aurora. After all, you don't want to end up like Nishar, do you? Certainly. And for your own good, I urge you to listen carefully. First and foremost, the interplanetary transport of Aurora is strictly forbidden. Anyone caught transporting the substance through this checkpoint will be arrested, fined, and jailed, if necessary. You are free to carry and use Aurora anywhere within the city limits, yes. Good. Then you won't have any problems from me. The other regulation you should be aware of is that Aurora is only available for purchase in the Astral Lounge. Buying it from any other business or a street dealer is illegal. You will be arrested, fined, and jailed for participating in such a transaction. You can find it inside the trade tower. Take the elevators up to the terminal building and head across Bayou Plaza. You can't miss it. Perfect. All right then, that's it. If you have any additional questions, let me know. Otherwise, keep your nose clean and move along. Aurora is the #1 product produced by Xenofresh Fisheries, the company that originally founded what is now called Neon. Clinical studies sponsored by Xenofresh have proven that using Aurora has no long-term negative health effects, and so it was approved for public use. And before you ask, yes, this was also approved by the Freestar Collective, as long as Aurora stays within the city limits. Volii Alpha has a unique agreement with the Freestar Collective. We allow their ships to patrol the spaceways, and Neon Security maintains the peace within Neon itself. The only exception is the Freestar Ranger outpost located in the city, but Ranger Price fully cooperates with our department. Lousy? The hell are you talking about? Outside of work in the Astral Lounge, this is one of the most secure jobs you can get. Do you have any idea how many people get turned away from Neon Security? How about half the damn platform? No, I'm one of the lucky ones. Spend some time in Epside and you'll see what I mean. Worst part of Neon. Basically, it's the outer perimeter of the entire platform. We're talking poverty, drug dealers, lowlives, and gangs. It's not worth a visit. If you want to enjoy your visit, stick to the safer parts of town. Uh-huh.
This district certainly provides evidence that the Legion's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
Oi.
Wouldn't expect too much help from local security. Best to just look out for yourself.
You're making things harder for...
If you're here to report a crime, take it to local security. They handle that stuff. Mostly to keep an eye on the smuggling trade. Black market goods flow through Neon like a river. Can't stop it, but I can at least keep an eye out in case it's something real serious. Yeah? Well, it's a public space. Word of advice. Enjoy the city, but know your limits. Trouble's waiting around every corner, and the law won't protect you the way it does in other places. Law and authority aren't always the same thing. In Neon, they're almost the opposite. People with authority don't much care about the law. Make the wrong enemies here, and you're better off just leaving the planet and never looking back. I don't mean to preach, but prudence will serve you better than bravado around here. There's something else you need? Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her? Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction. Believe it or not, yeah, It was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well. Later.
If I were you, I'd put that back.
If you're wondering what that smell is...
Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs.
There's more zone heads out of there.
They're just kids
Don't
having
kid
fun.
yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison. It needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please.
How
It's
can I
not
help
just the
today?
Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, the city will
I've had
get
enough,
worse
Rosa.
and worse.
Sieghart's gone too far this time.
Oh, no, this again. James, you have to let it go.
Let it go? Why should I? Every time he pays NSEC, he enables them, Rosa. He's telling them it's okay to blackmail us. It's ridiculous!
It's the way things are, James. There's nothing we can do about it.
All right. I just wish things would change in the city.
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick. Feel like making a purchase today? Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Oh, I don't have a problem with his place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Let me know if we can make a deal. Sure. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Sigurd said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. Tell everyone you know about our store. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun.
You picking a pocket or a fight?
Taken off the streets.
James, please, it's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, the city will just get worse and worse. Poor James. He's been so out of sorts lately. Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out. Welcome to Newell's. Let me... Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, He's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation. I don't think he's listening to me at all. It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Please. Stop by again soon.
Great. Traveling with a criminal.
Oh no, this again? James, you have to let it go.
Let it go? Why should I? Every time he pays NSEC, he enables them, Rosa. He's telling them it's okay to blackmail.
Hopefully, Neon treats you well.
Plenty of enemies. It's no wonder they're so concerned with security.
Oh, hey, what's up? Hey. Lots of suspicious people visiting the tower these days.
Hello there. Welcome to Ryujin Tower, the beating heart of Ryujin Industries. I'm Jupiter, the tower's secretary. Can I help you with something? Ah, yes. We have an information kiosk right here in the lobby. You'll find it just to my right. And don't forget to check out the Ryujin Industries store in the back of the lobby before you leave. No visit to Ryujin Tower is complete without a look at our patented neuroamp technology, after all. Thanks for stopping by today. Oh, neuroamps are our specialty. They're small, external devices used to improve overall brain function. Aito Suzuki runs the Ryujin store here in the lobby. He can tell you everything you'd like to know, and more, if you want to pay him a visit. Almost 3 years. I can't believe it's been that long. My first day feels like yesterday. I do. It suits me. I like talking to people and watching the day-to-day in the lobby. Plus, working here is one of the steadiest jobs you can find in Neon. I'm a legacy, so to speak. Both my parents work here. My dad's the administrative assistant to some of the execs, and my mom works at Tranquility. My dad helped me get this job after I finished an administrative training program a few years ago. I like working close to my family. All right. Please let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Enjoy your day. Our NeuroAmp development department and executive offices are also located on site at Ryujin Tower, but those areas are off limits to the public. What started out as a small ship tech company has grown to encompass spacecraft design, robotics, and most of all, NeuroAmps. Most of the building is just cubicles for our employees. Tranquility and Drone, two of our subsidiaries, also have offices upstairs. Both are worth visiting. Have a nice day.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Everyone's so uptight about security these days.
Welcome to Tranquility, your new favorite spot to refresh and escape from the hustle and bustle of Neon. I'm Delilah. Please let me know if you need any help or product recommendations. Is this your first time visiting Ryujin Tower? Yep, that's right. Ryujin has its fingers in all sorts of pies. I guess that's the best way to turn a profit. They don't have much to do with our day-to-day, though. As long as our customers are happy and we're making sales, that's all that matters. It's a pretty impressive building, isn't it? If you haven't gotten a chance to check out the NeuroAmp store yet, you really should. Tech like that goes way over my head, but it's amazing what Ryujin's engineers are capable of. Feel free to stop by for a chat anytime. You seem like an interesting person, and small talk goes nicely with a good cup of tea. Oh, Tranquility is the Settled System's #1 tea brand. We have a tea for pretty much any occasion, in a variety of standard and unique blends. If you'd like more information, you should visit our sales office upstairs. No, I'm not. I'm from a small farming settlement in a nearby system. Funnily enough, the farms my community maintains supply some of Tranquility's tea leaves. I grew up watching the ships and traders come in from Neon, and wishing I could get on one and see the city for myself. It seemed like such a fascinating place. Sometimes, yeah. I didn't know anyone when I moved here, so I was really lonely. The town I'm from is tiny, so I knew almost everyone. It was a big change. I don't know, honestly. I never really wanted to be a farmer, so there's not much waiting for me back home. But I can't see myself living in Neon permanently. Maybe I'll get lucky and Tranquility will open a new office somewhere else. I'd be the first to sign up for a transfer. Not exactly. Everyone here is busy and stressed, and there's a lot of crime. The stories I grew up with made Neon seem like paradise, but it really isn't. I'm just happy to work for a company that puts smiles on people's faces. It seems like most people here could use one. That's probably for the best. I don't think the galaxy could handle more than one city like this one. Let me know if you find something that interests you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Are you working toward that next technological leap? Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the Settled Systems. Want to challenge your instincts and
better weapons than Neon than the ones I'm selling here. Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand. Any self-respecting corporation should, right? What brings you to Ryujin Tower today? If I were you, I'd start with the Ryujin store. They have neuroamps on display there. They're pretty neat little machines if you like that kind of thing. Give me a shout when you find something you like. Well, I'd better be. I'm a Freestar Navy vet. Firearm expertise comes with the territory. I saw more than my share of action with a gun in my hand. Those days are behind me, though. Now I prefer to stay behind the counter and let other people do the gunslinging. Don't be so surprised. Ryujin Tower's got a little of everything. Besides, here at Arbron, our goal is to provide safety and protection for our customers. That's why we're the only brand to carry our very own non-lethal weapons, the Nova line. Of course, the Nova series uses an electrically charged ammunition that can effectively stun a humanoid target. It's not so useful when it comes to critters, but if you need to buy some time or get someone off your back, they'll do the trick. See you later.
Everything's quiet. I don't know why they have so many of us patrolling. Only an idiot would break into Ryujin Tower.
You're trying to get us thrown into prison. Better think about what you're taking. I'm going to pretend you didn't just steal that.
Interested in neuroamps? Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a neuroamp? All of Ryujin Industries' latest and greatest neuroamps. Take a look. I'm sure we have something that might suit your needs. Neuroamps are Ryujin Industries' signature product. They're small pieces of wearable tech that enhance some of the user's brain functions. Some of our best sellers can help with anything from focus and short-term memory to communication and confidence boosting. Some people seem to think so. I say you gotta see it to believe it. Why don't you check out the shop? It's worth browsing even if you aren't looking to buy. I'm stocked up on all of Ryujin's best neuroamps. Have a good one.
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you?
Don't cause any trouble.
You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully I have some answers. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know. Good. Let's not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
To Venus? I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this, instead of exploring the stars on the bridge of a spacecraft.
Imogene and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours. Welcome.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that... Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully... Between you and me, I heard the... Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's probably... No one loves... Oh wow. You're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know. Good. Let's not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
Only one point of Moera's patrol route to work from. That's how it goes sometimes. Oh, I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this, instead of exploring the stars on the bridge of a spacecraft.
Welcome.
Pickpocketing is a crime. Or have you forgotten?
If you're looking for Imogene's office, it's down the hall.
My next assignment can't start soon enough. Phew, I am just stuck here until the techs finish compiling some information I want.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
What is it? You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for? I doubt that. I check my schedule regularly, and this conversation was not on the budget. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure. Ms. Yuko Serrano? Senior Operations Specialist at Ryujin Industries? She's one of the heads of the department you're standing in. No, I suppose she doesn't. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion. I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you of another common phrase: loose lips sink ships. So, be cautious around the office and discuss intel at your peril. We're each assigned shifts to assist operatives, ensuring coverage at all hours. Personally, I like to keep my circadian rhythms intact. Early to rise, early to bed, as nature intended. Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebbside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me. Pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct. Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the Underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time. Perhaps I can best explain with an analogy. There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or test of metal, hatches on dry land. Only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are eaten, some simply die in the crawl to the ocean. Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. They never make this journey and thus never know its hardship. Which begs the question, is that fair? In the natural world, I'd agree, but here, we can make a change. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find the Underbelly filthy and unsanitary. But I also believe in equity. I am well aware that my life came with a head start, so I try my best to balance the equation and bring the hatchlings to the water. The conditions are character building. On that, I will concede. But as much as I dislike the Underbelly, I will say this. It is a welcome change of pace. When you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight. Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is an exception. Contractually, yes. Normally, I do a good job. This incident is... Goodbye. Make it quick. I have a deadline.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
When they ask for your greatest strength, tell them you lack empathy for your clients. That will make you a front runner for a megacorp position.
I better do this right. I don't want Yuko breathing down my neck about it.
I'm a little busy right now.
You learn to pick. You know what? On second thought, I don't want to know.
The people of New Homestead need these supplies.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
I've got my eye on you.
Don't cause any trouble. Leave me be, I'm on duty.
Hand it over. Now.
A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
When they ask for your greatest strength, lack empathy for your clients. That will make you a front runner.
position.
Just waiting for more info. As usual.
This intel could blow a whole operation up out of the water.
The people of New Homestead need this alive.
A gala at the New Atlantis Freestar Embassy. That'd be a good way to gather intel.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I'm working. Now isn't a good time.
Don't cause it. Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Don't wander into any... I've got my eye on you.
We enforce the law alongside Neon Security. You commit an average crime, we'll hand you off to one of their average cells. But if you're here specifically as a threat to Ryujin, we prefer to handle those situations in-house. Mostly routine questioning to determine the proper course of action. Sometimes the issues can be resolved within the corporation. Other times we'll reach out to Neon Security or the Freestar Rangers, depending on the severity of the crime. Since you're an operative, I'm authorized to inform you that this is one of our holding cells within the building. Anyone who may violate Ryujin policy while on company grounds is brought here for questioning. Well, it is a holding cell. Since you're an operative, I'm authorized. Anyone who may violate trespassing, theft, fraud, anything that Ryujin may deem a security threat. If you want to question legality, talk to Dalton Fines. I'm just here to do a job. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Don't cause any trouble.
I've got my eye on you.
Yeah, and the kids are going to love
Come to check out our latest models?
My kids would get a kick out of
Hello
all these
there.
robots.
Thanks for visiting the drone offices at Ryujin Tower. Can I help you find something? Oh, by the way, I'm Bobby. Robert. Sorry, I should have introduced myself when you walked up. I'm still adjusting to this whole office manager thing. Yeah. First week. Yeah, likewise. Thanks for stopping by today. Anyway, take a look around the office if you want. It's open to the public. Everybody's pretty busy, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't disturb them too much. Oh, and thank you for visiting Ryujin Tower. Enjoy your day. I hate to say it, but your guess is as good as mine. The rumor is the caps are just a marketing tactic. Catch attention, get people talking. Guess it works. Robots. Mainly industrial models for helping out on ships and at spaceports. Maybe you've seen our most popular line, the mini-bots? We have models on display throughout the office. Feel free to have a look. Yeah, I'll say. This wasn't even the job they hired me for. I was supposed to be working at Tranquility across the hall as an administrative assistant. It's just my luck that after I'd been in training for a measly 2 weeks, the office admin for Drone had to go and retire. It was totally unexpected. Apparently, he went up to the executive floor one day and never came back to his desk. We were told he quit and just walked out. Yeah, I do. I think he retired out of the blue after 10 years and left me to clean up his mess. That jerk didn't even write down his computer's password. IT was down here for hours the other day trying to get me access. You'd think something like that should only take a few minutes. Oh yeah. I used to be an office manager for my old job, but that position wasn't customer facing. I applied for the admin assistant because the pay was almost just as good and it'd be a hell of a lot less stress. Guess that plan backfired. No, not really. I mean, everybody at Drone is so serious, you barely even... Oh, really? Don't be a stranger. Please be careful with the model. Have a nice day.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Oh, I wish some of these robots were within Constellation's budget. They'd be an immense help to our operation.
These drone robots are always so efficient.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable.
The engineering lift for the new model is insane. Don't cause any trouble.
If I had the technical skills, I'd apply to Drone in a heartbeat.
This is fine.
Impressive. Tranquility appears to be doing quite well for themselves, wouldn't you say?
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Welcome. Enjoy your day. Hello, my name's Christine. I'm the office manager here. What brings you in today? Oh dear, I think you're on the wrong floor. Miss Solzo is conducting the interviews today. She's upstairs on operations. I'll keep my fingers crossed that you get the job. If you'd like to learn more about how our teas are made, you should speak with our blend master. Her name's Nancy. You'll find her in our office just behind you. And thanks for stopping by. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your visit more comfortable. I don't know too much about the history, only that the founding CEO, Dakota Seri, still holds their position today. I heard one of Ryujin's board of directors stumbled upon the original shop while on vacation and was instantly in love. Next thing they knew, Seri's small family business was part of a multi-billion credit corporation. Oh no, we're just a satellite office here at Ryujin Tower. Since we're a young addition to the corporate family, marketing and finance both thought it'd be beneficial to have a physical presence. So far, it's been really useful for our rapidly growing business. I do, yes. Living in Neon is a dream come true for me, and this job is the icing on the cake. Tranquility takes excellent care of its employees. No, I'm not. I grew up in Aquila City. I always wanted to live near the ocean, so Volai Alpha seemed like the perfect place to move when I was old enough. Of course, back then I didn't realize the whole planet was ocean with zero sunshine. But there's just something about Neon, you know? This city flourishes against the odds, and that's what I love about it now. Oh, it certainly does. While Ryujin allows its subsidiaries a certain amount of independence, some policies are enforced. I heard the CEO is big on morale and personal investment, so she promotes competitive wages, ample time off, and continued education. Please come back and see us again soon.
Fingers crossed these drone robots are childproof. I can't recommend Tranquility's lemon tea highly enough.
I wonder if the Tranquility and drone employees get along.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have... the people of New Homestead need these supplies.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable.
The people of New Homestead need these supplies.
I've got my eye on you.
Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always looking for new and exotic flavors to use in future blends. I am not surprised to hear that. There are a few Ellicotts floating around Ryujin Tower. My daughter Jupiter works at the front desk in the lobby, and my husband is an administrative assistant on the executive floor. Stop and say hello to Jupiter next time you're passing her desk, will you? Most people just walk right by her, and I think she gets a little bored. Oh, goodness, no. Neon had long since run out of room by the time Ryujin acquired us. Plus, with an environment like this, it's more cost-efficient to process the tea where it's grown. I want to say it's been 8 years or so now. I'm one of the few who came to this location after the acquisition. And good thing I did, otherwise I never would have met my husband, Thomas. I'm responsible for monitoring our product's quality to make sure every cup of tea that we deliver is perfect. I'm also the lucky soul who gets to come up with new blends for Tranquility to produce and sell. It's the best part of my job. Are you looking to buy any tea today? I'm happy to make a recommendation. Oh, It is difficult to pick. I think I'm the most proud of the Dynastic Blend green tea. The flavor profile is elegant and refined without any of the bitterness and... Oh gosh, listen to me going on. I'll spare you and stop there. Thanks for visiting. If you need help with the blend, just ask.
I'll definitely be visiting the Tranquility Shop in the lobby before I head home. The woman who runs the front desk here is so nice.
Working a drone seems like a tough gig.
Don't cause any trouble.
I've got my eye on you.
So, what do you think? Is it true what they say? Our drone machine's the best in the galaxy? Ha! That's a diplomatic way of saying no. But don't worry. Look, I don't work for Ryujin. I don't mind. My apologies, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Lendell Green. I handle robot certs and acquisitions for Starfreight Logistics. But outside of the job, I'm just a fan of robots. So when I retired 15 years ago, I figured this was a good career change. I played professional bat ball, believe it or not. I was a utility infielder for my hometown team in Aquila City. But then I messed up my knee trying to turn a 4.63 double play, and I had to retire early. They say athletes die 2 deaths. But tinkering with robots has given me a second life. We're a small interstellar shipping company, at least compared to the Hope Techs of the world. But what we lack in size, we make up for in quality. You think Ron Hope has someone like me making sure every bot he buys is up to standard? Not a chance. I mainly run tests to check things like load capacity, walking speed, just to be sure the model we're buying matches industry specifications. Once the sale goes through, we integrate the robots with our human crews. If the haulers don't abuse them and do regular maintenance, even the older Model A's will last a very long time. I'll be seeing you.
I wish the people here would.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable.
I got to meet Tranquility's blenders during my last visit here.
I owe whoever developed the Easy Sleep blend a huge debt.
Don't tell me you're intimidated by a little office chair. All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently our algorithm felt you were a decent match. So let's get this started. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? An excellent question, but enthusiasm can only take you so far. We don't operate on passion alone here, we look for skill. Which brings me to my next question. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? A bold answer, and hopefully one with truth behind it. How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? I'd say that's reasonable, and not outside the realm of possibility. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Can I help you?
You know the DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
Yeah? What? Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Alright, smartass, let's cut the bullshit.
You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price. So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on. Now that's what I'm talking about. We both want to make some money, so what'll it be? Yeah. Various employers post jobs to the mission boards for people like you to take up. For example, the Trade Authority pays pilots to run cargo. You'll find them in bars, usually near spaceports throughout the settled systems. Well, first of all, the outpost in Neon is hardly anything to be worried about. They have, what, like 4 men covering the entire city? Come on! And even if one of them got, I don't know, suddenly ambitious and put the heat on us, well, there are 2 ways to solve that problem. One way is to leave an unattended cred stick on the counter. The other is to give Sayoka a call. Either way, it's business for us as usual. Yes, let's. Always happy to... Time to move on.
For the latest ships from star yards across the settled system.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the rooftops and watching nightfall pass by?
That actually sounds
If you
like
don't
a
see
good
what you need, feel free
Great.
to ask.
I'll bring the blend, you bring the chunks.
It's a date.
A quiet evening should do me some good.
I have plenty of supplies for your next expedition in stock. Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it. An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Haven't heard that one before, but I suppose I can't blame you for saying so. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security, but he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. It's fine in theory, but this isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time. Really? I didn't know that, but I suppose they used to treat me with respect. Until I started paying the protection. But they have to understand. I could lose my business if I don't pay Dexler's fees. And why is that?
Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach.
I'm, pretty sure you weren't... You know that doesn't belong to you, right?
It'll be nice to get away from the clubs.
Don't worry. I'll stop making the payments to Drexler immediately.
I just really need a mental break.
It's mine!
It'll be nice to get away from the clubs.
Hello there! Let me know if you need anything. Hey, give that...
to Sick Heart's Outfitters.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
You want to help me move some stuff into my new apartment?
Hey, keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, B&E, or chemical being.
Hey there. If you're looking for supplies, this is the place. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was... talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish cuts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
It'll be so nice to have Dietrich at the Merchants Alliance meetings again.
I didn't sign on for these kind of illegal shenanigans.
Got those two. Don't even bother with that other place. Check.
Appreciate the help. Hopefully next meeting, Dietrich will be there and everything will go smoothly.
If you'd like to buy something, I'd be happy to help.
I think I'm going to try it out for myself.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you? Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong, the coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
No one's been sent to terminate anyone. Now, why don't you just calm down, before someone accidentally gets hurt?
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail? And I think you know where this is headed. You can't be that good. Not yet! Nobody wants that. You don't get ahead of yourself. Looks like I'll be doing Ryujin one last favor after all!
Are you shooting at flies now?
God, couldn't we have simply worked this out? You've done everything you can. Oh, I wish this man would listen to reason, but perhaps he's been pushed too far.
Well, that just made my day more interesting. Look, I don't want any trouble, but I'd get fired if I didn't call security to get this body out of here. So I'd head back to Ryujin ASAP and let Miss Salzo know if I were you. His name was Tomohigashi. He'd been working pretty hard to move up at Ryujin for about a year now. It probably wasn't going to happen anytime soon for him. There's a lot of competition, and he'd already been passed up twice. I grew up on Eb's side, so stuff like this is pretty common. Although it doesn't make it any easier to witness. Believe me. We better get back before that coffee gets cold.
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Okadigbo. That guy's trouble for the status quo.
Welcome to Galvin, the Settled Systems' premier financial institution. Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the Settled Systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own time. Galbank, where your credits work for you.
Haven't seen a lock picked that easily since I traveled with Vladimir's soul.
Galbank ATMs are spread throughout. Premier financial institution. Welcome to Galban, the Settled Systems premier financial institution. Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own time. Galbank, where your credits work.
That'll work itself out. I'd rather not get mixed up with the syndicate or gang stuff. Well, there you go. Business has
Teller machines. Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own time. Galbank, where your credits work. premier financial institution. Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines? Galbank ATMs are spread throughout the settled system.
If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3, he'd be able to provide enough fuel to power every ship in the settled systems.
Move along.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.